Welcome back to ACF411, the official podcast of the Allen County Fair. I'm your host, Nutrients Russ Decker. And by the way, this is episode number 37 in our second season. And then we'll start a new season here in 2026. But excited about it. 37 episodes. That's pretty incredible. With me in the studio, we're in the iHeart Central District studio today. And I have Troy Elwer, like the man of the Allen County Fair, the manager. He's got five titles. His business card's like legal size. But Troy, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me on today. You know, I'm a little surprised that you gave me such a nice introduction, because normally when you have a microphone, all you ever want to do is bash me or pick on me or something of that nature. So Ann must have straightened you out or something.
Yeah, well, you know, so we are getting into the holiday season, which makes me think about, you know, like turkey and all those. So I will ask you, but I know you're a hog guy.
Oh, boy.
And a lot of people have ham for their Christmas meal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you know the difference between a pig and a shooting star?
Boy, I got nothing.
See, the pig has a lot of meat on it, but a shooting star is meteor.
Alex, can you cue up the cricket noise?
Okay, so we're off to a rolling start here on episode 37. I didn't want to disappoint you, Troy.
Oh, thanks, Russ.
We had to throw one of those in.
Oh, boy.
And it's hard to find a holiday hog joke, so there we go.
There you go.
So let's talk about, it's that season. It's actually next to the fair week, probably my favorite season of the year is the Christmas holidays. And I think you guys hit a home run when you came up with Bright Nights. And I know it's sort of it started out as kind of you're putting your head together with Mercy, and now it's just like grown. So let's talk about, what year is this for the Bright Nights?
Year 6. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, so it started during COVID, and the idea was sparked by Chad Hughes, who was manager at the time for a short stint through the fairgrounds, and in partnering with Mercy Health. He sat down with Rhonda. I know we had her on last year, I believe, and that's kind of where the idea sparked. The event started the very first year with Mercy's initial sponsorship of $50,000 to purchase displays. We got roughly, I think it was around 60 displays purchased with that sponsorship. This coming year, we will have 303 displays on the route.
So that's more.
A couple.
Yeah.
Glad.
So if you went the first year, you're going to see more this time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'll just put it, you're a Delphus kid. I wanted to make sure that you understood that
Wow.
was more, right?
You know the camera's still rolling, right?
I do. So, I mean, it is exciting. It's not something you can like blow through in 5 minutes. It's probably going to take you, 25 minutes to drive through the entire route to see all the displays.
Yeah, it's 20 to 25 minutes, and we encourage people to more or less idle through the route, especially when it's busy, because you'll find we tell people not to stop during the route, and absolutely do not get out of your vehicles to take pictures with displays, because that's a huge safety concern. But with vehicles running lights being on only, and idling through and stopping, you kind of have to be precautious, because you can get lost in the overwhelming amount of displays that are there and wanting to look at them. So just trying to keep everybody at a safe speed, a good clip going through. 20 to 25 minutes will take you through about 1.1 miles worth of Christmas light displays.
Wow. It's going to be fun, and we encourage everybody. So it starts at the end of November, and it runs through Christmas Eve?
Christmas Eve, yep. So our first night is Saturday, November 29th, which is the day after Black Friday. We'll be open 6 p.m. to 9 p.m.
So that's after the Michigan game.
Yep, exactly.
So you can come out and celebrate your Buckeye win.
Yeah, you got that right. And then we'll obviously be open that Sunday as well. I do encourage everyone to go to our website, though, allencoffair.com, because there is one Friday that we're not open because of the Tri-State Gun Show. But then all of the other weekends were Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, leading up to the weekend before Christmas. The weekend before Christmas will be open Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, which is Christmas Eve, and it'll be the last night of the event.
Very neat. And so it's how much a carload?
It's $10 per car, $30 per bus, and as much as you can safely fit in a bus or in a vehicle. But we're also adding a new method of transportation this year. Hopefully I'm not stealing your thunder, but we'll segue right into it.
Do tell. What is this new mode of transportation?
Yes. So on Sundays only, we're going to be offering a trolley ride through Bright Nights, and that will be $5 per person. So what you'll do is you'll pull in just like you normally would, park in our parking lot, you go up to the ticket booth, you pay your $5. This trolley that'll be pulled by a lawn tractor or something of that nature will be sitting right there. You'll be loaded onto the trolley and you will be pulled through Bright Nights and really get a hands-on kind of unique experience to be able to view these displays other than just from your vehicle.
Neat. That sounds actually like it'd be a lot of fun, especially if it's a kind of a chilly night. And certainly one of the things that we like to talk about is the caroling that goes on. And you'd be able to hear that a lot better on the trolley being outside, right?
Absolutely. And that's thanks to a great partnership with Nutrien. So we're grateful for you guys in helping make that caroling thing possible. But it's our second year of doing that, and our slots are already filled for this year. We've got a ton of unique groups caroling this year. And I think the thing that everybody needs to know, because I get questions like this all the time, do we have to be a professional or expert organized group that sings for a living or sings as a profession? That is not what we're looking for. That's fine. If you want to sign up and you are an organized group that is very good at singing, but we're really looking at this as a fun holiday fundraising opportunity for groups and organizations in the community, and I think we really got that this year. We have the Allen East powerlifting team signed up. We've got the Bath Junior High girls basketball team signed up. We've got the Temple Christian volleyball team signed up. Allen East SAD program is signed up. A choir group out of St. Mary's. So all across the board, we've got a pretty cool lineup of groups.
And you know what I like about this is that it's kind of like I remember caroling when I was growing up, where you would just get a bunch of the kids in the neighborhood and say, hey, let's go out and go caroling through our neighborhood. And usually we couldn't sing. So this brings back those memories of hearing. I mean, I'm looking forward to the power lifters, because I would imagine that's going to be like a, knock it out of the park kind of choir right there. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing that we're going to do now that the schedule is kind of set, be on the lookout on the fair social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, where we'll be actually publicizing that schedule and who's singing what night, because we know that mom and dad, grandma and grandpa are going to want to go out and see the kiddos caroling that night. So I think it's going to be a pretty cool opportunity all the way around.
So it's year 6. I would imagine that, like anything else, these displays probably take some maintenance. They probably break down over time. Got to make some repairs, replace them. So you guys found a unique partnership with Apollo. Let's talk about that.
Yes, so very cool partnership that we just started this year, thanks to Keith Horner at Apollo that kind of helped me get this started, as well as Jamie Buell before she left. She no longer works there, but she helped me get it started as well. And working with Apollo's welding, fabrication, and electrical programs. So what this partnership is the welding and fabrication kids came to me with 3 designs. I then approved the designs, ordered the materials. They welded and built these displays for us. They then got transferred from the welding shop over to the electrical shop. We then placed a LED light rope order for the electrical kids, and the electrical kids were tasked with wiring these up and making them look like they will when they drive through the event. And I've got to see these 3 displays already, and they are super cool. I will let the cat out of the bag with at least one of them. The other 2 will leave as a surprise, but they built us a 12-foot tall Grinch head this year, and we don't have the Grinch on our route yet, and he is very cool.
Oh, that is neat. That's very neat.
Yeah, and you talked about maintenance and a progression plan, and that's what's really cool about this partnership is, yes, we're paying for the materials, and we're also going to pay as part of Apollo's percentage program for doing a community project like this. We also pay basically the programs for their work or a percentage of it. But what we're going to do, since we have 3 displays coming in, we're going to take a look at like our 3 oldest displays that we have, or that are 6 years old, and ones that the maintenance guys have to work on each and every year just to get them functioning or to skimp them by. We're simply going to remove them from the route and replace them with these new displays, because that 1.1 miles I was referring to, we're quickly running out of electrical infrastructure with our existing route, and we've already changed it 3 times in 6 years.
Yeah, so I just think that's, when you first told me about it, I thought, what a great partnership, because you got the welding kids involved, you got the electrician kids involved, and so this is a real life projects where they'll be able to drive through, and a couple of years from now they'll drive through with all their friends when they're home from school or whatever, and they'll go, hey, look, I put that together. I remember building the Grinch's head, and that's a pretty cool thing.
Absolutely. And that really, even the partnership like this goes back to a lot of what our mission is at the fairgrounds. It's promoting youth through agricultural experiences. And I know Bright Nights isn't necessarily an agricultural experience, but it is giving these youth a really cool opportunity to exercise the skills that they're building, the curriculum that their programs are based around but doing it in a fun way around the holidays, and getting exposure to over roughly 25,000 people each and every year that come through our Bright Nights event.
So I didn't prep you ahead of time, so I don't mean to stump you or anything. But
oh, that's fine.
But as I'm sitting here and I'm going, this is really cool, because we're talking about Bright Nights. It's not the fair. It's something else that goes on at the fair. But the fairgrounds is more than 9 days. I mean, you guys have things going on throughout the year. This just happens to be a big one. But could you talk about how busy the fairgrounds is off fair? Because I know there are a lot of people, I know some of them personally, that think you work like 9 or 10 days a year, and then...
Well, when he says personal, he means himself. Yeah, I was just about to say, you said the fairgrounds is hopping, yet each and every day that you call me and it's not during the fair, it's, sorry, did I wake you? Well, like you think I only work 10 days out of the year. Anyways, yes, we have a very busy schedule even this time of year. Our fairgrounds is home to 150 events in a calendar year aside from the 9 days of the fair. And that could be something as small as an organization's annual meeting, all the way up to Max's Trader Days and Water Dog races that covers the whole property. Think of that, 150 events in a 365-day calendar year. It is very difficult to find an open time slot and date on our calendar to bring in a new event. That's something that the board tasked me with, to try to bring in new events to generate more revenue. But that's becoming more increasingly difficult, because with these partnerships that we've built up with these promoters, they're wanting to continue to come back and have those events with us.
I was just thinking, we had the big Maker Fest out there where we had 1,600 high school kids from 21 schools, 100 and some employers out at the fairgrounds for 2 or 3 days. But then I remember talking to your maintenance staff, they were talking to us on the last day, that Friday. They had to get everybody out of the buildings as quickly as they could, because there was a wedding setting up that night for Saturday, the very next day. So it's just amazing how quickly your staff turns the buildings around and turns the grounds around so that next event can move in. So I just wanted to, have a chance that we could talk about that the fairgrounds is a busy, busy place.
Absolutely. And that same Saturday that you're referring to, we also had a food truck festival on the south end of the property. So I'm glad that you brought up the maintenance staff, though, because when we talk about that number of events and how busy we are, I really need to give kudos where kudos is due to our maintenance staff and our office staff that just makes it happen. I mean, it is a team effort when it comes to pulling off a feat like that and being a year-round business. I mean, we're a nonprofit organization, but we operate like a business. And the team that we have out at the fairgrounds is just absolutely stellar. And I got to say thank you to each and every one of them for the countless hours they put in to make us one of the top fairs in the state of Ohio.
So let's get back to Bright Nights just real quick. So where's the money go? I mean, so obviously it's a fundraiser for the fair. You don't have that many non-fair fundraisers. So where do these funds go? What does this support?
Yeah, so a little bit is held back every year from the so-called profits of the event. And when I say held back, they're held back to roll into next year's event. That's either to put towards the maintenance cost of displays that we have go down, and or adding to the event and why it's grown so large over the last 6 years. The rest of the funds that are raised from this event go into a lot of the capital projects that you've seen us do here over the last really 3.5 years, especially. We've been able to accomplish a lot. So we're really going with the mindset and motto of investing in ourselves, but also getting the community to invest into us. Well, in order to get the community to continue to invest into us, we need to show them that we're also putting our money where our mouth is and really creating a better overall experience for all fairgoers that come through our gates throughout the entire calendar year.
So we have to end with the most important part, which is, again, the dates and times for the Bright Nights, the cost, and anything else you think they need to know when they get there. I mean, how they come in off of Harding Highway, those kinds of things.
They do, yes. So again, like you said, our starting date is Saturday, November 29th. Every night that we're open from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's $10 per car, cash only, by the way. That's something I didn't touch on. We don't offer cards, so it's cash only, $10 per car, $30 per bus, and then on Sundays, it's $5 per person to ride the trolley through Bright Nights. To find all of our dates, in case you're looking to make it one of the nights, you can go to allencofair.com to find our dates. And I think that basically covers most of the pertinent information that people would want to know. You think I left anything out?
On November 29th, is it $20 that they have a Michigan plate?
Absolutely.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify.
That's on the record.
Troy Elwer, thanks again for joining us on ACF 411. I love doing these podcasts about the Allen County Fair, and we'll come back in the spring and do another one and talk about all the spring stuff that comes up because you have the fish fry and all kinds of things going on. I want to thank Alex Wolf, our engineer from iHeart, and Ann Decker, our videographer, who gets us on YouTube. That's pretty neat. And this wraps up episode 37. Can't believe it already. So we'll catch you next time on ACF 411.